I want to introduce you to somebody, Philip Blanton. He has a 20-year-old granddaughter, and that granddaughter is dying of stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma. She's lost her hair, she's had chemotherapy, which has caused nausea, vomiting, and pain. So as a loving grandfather, he brought this gift. He hit the road from Newman, California to Houston, and in that bag was a batch of marijuana cookies, medicinal marijuana cookies. This was not a storybook ending because he was pulled over in Decatur, Texas for speeding. And he got searched. And Blanton told the police that he had no illegal drugs. In fact, he had prescribed medical marijuana in the car. But now, even though he was concerned about his granddaughter's fight, he is facing 2 felony drug charges.
I'm a grandpa, so I'm thinking like a grandpa. I'm thinking I'm going to help my granddaughter. I'm going to give her some of Grandpa's cookies, help her with her nausea and vomiting and the pain from the severe chemotherapy they had to give her.
Yeah, well, it didn't quite go like that. Peter Brill and Danny Savalas are joining Joey Jackson. Danny, he had a license for not only the medical marijuana in California, but also a gun. And there was no problem with the gun, but once he crossed the state line, they nabbed him on the marijuana cookies.
You know, we have a crisis of federalism in this country, and when you say he had a license in California, he sort of did, not really, because even in California, it's still technically illegal under federal law. And it gets even nastier in Texas. Texas is one of the states that will charge someone not for the actual marijuana, but if you use hashish oil, they will charge you for the batter weight. Okay. That means the actual weight of the brownie. Let
me play something for you because he spent the night in jail and he described what it was like when he was getting let out of jail and how the police officers treated him. This is going to surprise you. Have a look.
Oh, those guys fell in love with me because I'm grandpa. And they took care of me while I was in there. Are you okay? You need anything, you know? And they all, when I left, they all clapped for me when I left the jail. They did. They all hugged me and said, "You're our hero because you're doing this for your granddaughter."
Yeah, you can see him choking back the tears there, Peter. And you know who else will choke back tears? A jury. A jury who looks at a guy who's got a daughter in a hospital bed who has lost all of her hair and who is dying and throwing up and is in terrible pain, and then they see that guy, a granddaughter, sorry, but you know, they'll see that guy.
Right. Well, that's what they call that jury nullification, but you hope they don't have to get that part. We get the compassionate prosecutor, a compassionate judge, and you know, even if he has to admit to the crime, then you know, hopefully no major consequences for him.
We'll see. We'll see what happens there.